In this module, we will study the concept of multiplication rule of counting. Counting techniques are employed to make counting easier and faster. Say we need to count the number of persons in the given arrangement. Performing a head count to find the number of persons in the arrangement can be a tedious process. Alternatively, we can find the product of the number of rows and the number of columns in the arrangement to get the number of persons as 28. Now consider a standard chessboard. Say we would like to count the number of unit squares on this chessboard. In this case too, we can find the product of the number of rows and the number of columns to find the number of unit squares as 64. Most of us have used such a technique before. In this module, we shall learn more about this technique known as the multiplication rule of counting. Let us consider that you visit a store to buy a shirt or a t-shirt for your birthday. In how many ways can you choose to buy a t-shirt or shirt? If you choose to buy a t-shirt, you could have selected either T1, T2, T3 or T4. Hence, there exist 4 ways. In a similar manner, you can choose to buy a shirt in 3 ways. Since we intend to buy a t-shirt or a shirt, we use the addition rule of counting to get the total number of ways as 7. Now consider a different scenario. In how many ways can you choose to buy a shirt and a pair of trousers? Herein, we need to perform 2 tasks. Select a shirt and select a pair of trousers. We can choose to buy a shirt in 4 ways. In a similar manner, you can choose to buy a pair of trousers in 3 ways. In the given scenario, we need to find out the number of ways the task A and task B can be carried out. Let us now analyze the different ways in which we could have carried out tasks A, B. To start with, you may choose to buy shirt 1, 2, 3 or 4. Thus, task A can be carried out in 4 ways. Having selected a shirt, we now have to select a trouser. In case we had chosen shirt 1, we could choose to pair it with either T1, T2 or T3. This gives us 3 ways. In a similar manner, shirts 2, 3 and 4 can also be paired with any one of the pairs of trousers. We can see that for each case of selecting a shirt, we have 3 ways of selecting a pair of trousers. The total number of cases can thus be given by the product of 4 and 3. We can see the total number of cases is the product of n of A and n of B. Now assume that along with a shirt and a pair of trousers, you also decide to buy a pair of shoes. Having carried out tasks A and B, now we need to carry out task C. We have already seen that there are 12 ways of carrying out task A and task B. Now, for each of this case, we have 2 more possibilities, as you may choose to buy the first pair of shoes or the second pair. The total number of ways can thus be given by the product of 4, 3 and 2. This gives us a total of 24 cases. We can see the total number of cases is the product of n of A, n of B and n of C. The rule which we have used in the example is known as the multiplication rule or the fundamental principle of counting. As per the rule, if there exist P ways of doing an event and Q ways of doing another event, then the number of ways to perform both the events is given by the product PQ. We can generalize this rule to n events as shown. We should note that when tasks are related by the operator AND, we tend to multiply to get the total number of cases. Let us now summarize what we have learned in this module. We have seen that the multiplication rule of counting gives us the method to find the total number of ways when a series of tasks are carried out consecutively. We have also seen the logical operator AND, which corresponds to multiplication in counting.